Hey everyone, I'm Lance and welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a cell activated floating cup, and I'm going to show you my colors. And my colors are three folk art colors. The first is a color shift color that is flash green, and that second beautiful copper color is a treasure gold color that is fire opal, and this beautiful blue is a treasure gold color that is aquamarine, and those are some beautiful metallic colors. And of course that is the Deco Art 24 karat gold. And my cell activated mixture, my Amsterdam mixture, is Amsterdam oxide black, and it's mixed actually with 4 parts of American Floetrol. Now I want to show you and talk a little bit about how we'll be layering our cup for this floating cup pour. As you see there, I'm putting in my green flash, and the idea is that you're going to put the black oxide Amsterdam reactive mixture in between each of the layers, and there's the aquamarine, now Amsterdam oxide black again, and we're layering the 24 karat gold and more of the oxide black, and I think the fire opal. And then you just kind of continue on, and you're just going to make sure that you're always putting the Amsterdam oxide black, the reactive mixture, in between those layers, because that's what's going to give you your interesting cells once you flip it over. And then we use the skewer and pop the top of the paper cup to release the pressure. So it's sort of like a paint grenade, I guess you could say, in a way, but it gives some really beautiful results. Now I am practicing this technique. It's been a while. It's been about a year since I've done one of these, and it's inspired by a wonderful, amazing fluid artist from Canada named Gail Burstyn. And if you're not familiar with her, her channel is Gail Burstyn Life and Splatters. Please check that out. She is a masterful fluid artist. Now, as you can see, I've put my base coat down, and it is a very thin base coat mixed with some house paint and a generous amount of American Floetrol. So I just did my flip, and now I'm torching it off to bring up some of the cells, as you can see there, that are starting to pop up. And you want to let this sit here for a little bit. This is obviously sped up, but you want to let this sit for a little while, let the paints kind of mix through the layers of the cell activator. So you want to give it a couple of minutes, and then you're going to pop the top and release the pressure, and that is the money shot. That is beautiful. I just love to see that pressure release and how it just kind of floats and glides across the canvas. Now, if you're enjoying this demonstration of a floating cup with cell activator, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and when you do, ring the bell so you'll be alerted when I upload new content, and leave me a comment because I love to hear from you. Now, I just love this fantasy world of cells and lacing and shapes that this type of pour creates. It's just amazing to see, and really cool for when you're tilting around, and you want to kind of tilt around to stretch the image, you know, to get an idea in your head of kind of where you want to go, what kind of shapes you want to make, and kind of bring it back to center. You know, you've always got to listen to the weight of your paint and watch where it's going and feel where it's going, and just trying to shift things around and get some of these beautiful cells and lacings and things to open up. And I really liked what I got initially from this you know, first flip and release of the floating cup, so that I didn't want to lose some of the things that I saw that I had, but you got to get, you know, some of the weight of this paint off. So that is the dilemma, how to do that and still retain kind of some of the image that you're seeing and kind of what's kind of materializing in your mind's eye, in your head, of what you might be able to make of it. And I just loved kind of the flowy, just kind of beautiful, almost like water falling, or I don't know, just It always also has sort of an Asian influence, in my opinion, these colors and this type of pour with the black, kind of highlighting things and shading things, and these beautiful colors, these beautiful jewel tone colors. So this video too, if you'll notice, has a lot of ASMR qualities to it. And if you don't know what that means, it is autonomous sensory meridian response. So I chose my music off Epidemic Sound to have kind of an Asian Zen-like theme. And I hope that will help you enjoy this pour even more. It's just kind of a fun, cool, soothing technique. To me, it's very freeing because it's very abstract, but it also allows your mind to just kind of drift. And as you can see here, I'm putting some of the Amsterdam mixture on my offset spatula, and I'm making some swipes, and it's just kind of like you just kind of let your mind go and do what you feel, and let the swipes kind of go where you just kind of dream they should go. Now, as I said, this was inspired by an incredible fluid artist named Gail Burstyn. She's Canadian. She's also an amazing, incredible photographer. And her channel is Gail Burstyn Life and Splatters. If you don't know who she is or you're not familiar, please go and check her out. I'll leave a link to actually the video that inspired this. Was a collab between Sarah Mack and Gail. And they did the floating cup technique this way, and it just kind of, I became enamored with this technique and fascinated. And so I will also leave a link to that collaboration video. It's really amazing. You need to check it out. Now, Gail and Sarah Mack both, when I started doing fluid arts about 2 years ago, and it was kind of during the height of COVID, I'm sure with a lot of people on lockdown, I watched a lot of fluid art, and these were two of my favorites. And they were always just so kind and nice, and actually talked to them on the phone, and they've really been great sources of education throughout the years and mentors. And so it was very special to see that they did this collaboration. That's why I think it's one of my favorites. I happened to be asking Gail some questions about this technique from the collaboration video, and I told her I was, interested in knowing a little bit more details about the floating cup. And she said, well, you know what? Let's do a collaboration. And I am so honored that she said, hey, let's do this collaboration. And you'll have to check back at my community page. It will be Wednesday, October 12th. Yeah, so check back at my community page soon. I'll have more details. And I'm so honored to be doing this collaboration with her.
널 만나게 된다면 그냥 지나쳐줘 반복되는 다툼 속 줄어가는 대화 이별만이 정답일 테니.
Now, this is the second week of our new lineup on our new day and time, and we will be on Saturdays. And this new lineup is called Perspectives in Pouring. And I will be starting it off on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. After me will be my good buddy Sheldon of Shelrock Art at 1:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the lovely Britta Clayton will be our caboose, wrapping things up. And please watch everyone's videos, and I will leave links to those in my description box. Now, I was doing some swiping with my black oxide Amsterdam formula on the back of my offset spatula, and then in a little bit I'm also going to do some swiping with my white base coat, and I really like how it swipes. It's not huge lacing, but it does give me this kind of almost snowy effect that I really love. And so yeah, you'll see me do that, highlighting some of the top portions of certain formations. Like there's one there, I just did the swipe there with the white, and I really love kind of how that looks. And I wanted to put some negative space back into this, so I put one down on the bottom as well. And then I highlight the things that are off to the right there that almost look like tree branches to me. And it almost then ends up looking a little bit like snow on a tree branch. And like I said, this is very abstract. It's kind of what you want it to be, and that's what I kind of love about it. And you just kind of have to let your mind be free and kind of guide you with these swipes. Now, I will leave recipes for my paints and the consistencies. I'll talk about a little bit more in my description box, but it was mostly just Floetrol and water that the paints were mixed with. And I did use Aussie Floetrol in the Fire Opal color, but that was the only color that had Aussie Floetrol instead of American Floetrol. So if you have any questions about this technique, don't hesitate to leave me a comment, or you could message me on Facebook. I really love to hear from you, and like I said, I'm here as a resource if you have any questions. As we do the flyover, I really love watching this kind of footage where you see the up-close details, that lacing, the cell formations, the different types of shapes that are made through this type of pour. It's just mesmerizing and really cool, like the nuances and the details that you see. And of course that shimmer and sparkle is nice too. I did this painting on September 30th when Hurricane Ian was passing through our neck of the woods, and I was in the garage. It was just kind of nice to do a pour like this that has that zen quality where you can just kind of take your mind to a different place and relax. And I think I might call this piece Zen Flow. Remember, after me is Sheldon Briscoe of Shelrock Art. I can't wait to see what Sheldon's got in store for us today. Now, as always, thank you for hanging out with me for some fluid art fun. Please come back and visit me again soon for some more adventures pouring together.